So there's a smoke to isolate some players towards the arch position, I think. Indeed it is. Library has been separated. Rez will go for the 1v1, very easily taken care of by Device, and Magis will be hitting the first bullet as well. Headshots galore as far as Astralis are concerned. Trying to engage someone, he wants a 1v1. He's about to get one. Zipex's load gets taken out, but there is the trade.
So NIP must take top middle, and it must be successful.
Dupree could get caught, and he will eliminate it immediately by Get Right. One shot to the head and dead. 3 players moving up the arch position, but they've got an AUG to deal with. Magis with the scope, resetting the situation, moving around double stack at long range. Good for 3 kills. Marvelous hold from him. Dennis and Forest remain 2 versus 3. Still some advantages because they're up against SMGs in their entirety. Astralis must be careful if they look to swap a weapon out. Now the pit has been taken control of. There are no smokes here for the T side. Dennis very well positioned, but maybe took too much damage. 8 HP now in his 2 versus 2.
He does have Forest alive with him though, who is full on HP. But with the lack of utility, that's slightly annoying. However, the site does offer a lot of coverage. Oh, very important 1v1 there for Forest, but he'll lose it against the UMP. And a much more passive approach here from Astralis. Wow, what a shot there. Device connecting onto Lecro.
Soon they will, though. I feel like Glaive is inclined to peek the arch position once that smoke goes, which you can see on the radar. There is a peek from Forest, no flash, and that makes it very easy for Device because Forest is closer to the corner of engagement, so he will be showing to Device first. And I think the bomb is in an exposed position as well, but that flashbang is absolutely perfect. Horrible timing for Device, and now there's an opportunity. However, Glaive sprayed through the smoke. Oh boy. So Ninjas in Pyjamas with a focus. Oh, they're going to have a burst. I think Forest is going to throw a pop flash for his teammates. Dupree will avoid it though, but he can't avoid 3 players going through the smoke. A complete change of pace by Ninjas in Pyjamas.
Yeah, this is really nice. I like how NIP are working with the basics here. And a good frag onto Magis, but Device from the pit position might be troublesome to deal with. How do they get rid of him? Molotov will help, but the smoke is there to answer it, as Device now can dodge around and be an absolute nuisance. If he can find any more picks from this position, that will be terrifying. And they know that he's there still, and they will get the bomb down regardless. As Device goes for the peaks, hits the legs of Forest. Now down to Glaive, who so far has been having a great game, but Rez gets on the board.
Will help Ninjas in Pyjamas move through the apartments. Oh, I'm sure Dupree spotted these players, but he isn't good for the frag on this occasion. Magic is, however, he's got support. We've got the his teammate falling back from short as Device, but he's back straight up in time to catch Dennis off guard.
And there's still some time on the clock, but they don't have any control towards Banana, so they're committed towards A, and this should be pretty pedestrian for the remainder of Astralis to defend. It's a good return from Forest, though. Difficult shot to hit. Time pressure now as there's less than 30 seconds to get this bomb planted. More defensive efforts there from Device. Good shot from Lecro. He's alone. 2 players to deal with. Another fantastic headshot coming in from Lecro. Glaive, last man standing, and up on the box he goes, but...
I think if there's a chance for Ninjas in Pyjamas to make Astralis uncomfortable, then maybe that's their way in. I think that was the play.
Zipex is the watcher of Arch, but he'll be flashed. Oh, sorry, smoked off there on Library. There's not actually no flash. Okay, there's the flash. They go for the burst through the smoke. 2 kills, though. There's a fantastic result, just leaving Forest alive. A headshot position to deal with there towards the crawl space. Oh dear, this is not very fun, is it, for Forest, as he will try to work his way through the smoke.
There's more utility for Astralis, but they have... Maybe it's going to be a slow take, but that smoke up the top is going to be very important. Glaive spraying, and that's going to cost him. Zipex is in a vulnerable position as well, but of course it's Rez to try and make a difference and get taken out. 4 versus 3, though. It's working out for Ninjas in Pyjamas. There's plenty of time on the clock.
They don't know if it's the case that Astralis had an extra player on the bomb site. They don't want to rush things. They have a man advantage situation working for them in Device, whipping that shot. Going with the second one, though. Does he go in for more? Will be smoked back. And Magis will creep forwards. There's a gap in that smoke. I don't know if that's going to be... Yeah, Magic's going to abuse this. Going to go straight through it, but Forest has him covered.
1 versus 2 for Device. Walking into a crossfire. I'll drop the flash, that will be heard. Now they know exactly where he is. He's got the chain flash with him, but he's doing the best he can. Oh, Dennis trying to flank him. And that's a crossfire not working out, but Forest will get the final frag.
There it is, Glaive, using that UMP to full effect, close range on Banana. And that's the problem. You know, you don't know how many people, like what Astralis are doing behind the banana smokes. And Magis finds his way out of Boiler into one. Almost a chance at a second. Rez and Get right now with so much to deal with. This is just falling apart.
Tall order indeed for Rez. another rough situation for him. A few chances to make a difference, and they finally managed to do that. And actually trying to sneak down mid, got caught as they walked into the bench. Unfortunate timing for them. They don't want to lose both these pistols. That would be somewhat disastrous, especially against Astralis. Rez still making his way down. I don't think he was detected, it seems. Oh, no, Glaive looking at his 6 now. I think he's going to see him just about. Rez trying to make a play, but it's all about these headshots. A P250 for Dupree. It's not often that you see a P250 on the T side of Inferno. A lot of closer ranges, so I think many teams will prefer everyone to have Kevlar or grenades, but here is one for Dupree. It's done the job so far. One headshot for him, and this is looking really bad.
Dennis able to trade one kill back, but it's more about money than anything else at this point for Dennis, picking up some extra kills. And you want to, if you're going to get a lot of firepower, you really need to protect it. And I like this. Get playing aggressively. They can't really give up Banana despite the low amount of utility. They kind of have to just make it work. And they try, but it's failed. It has failed enormously. And that's, oh my God, what a peak from Glaive in terms of, you know, what they give up here. They can absolutely just commit almost all their players to hunt down the remainder of NIP, of which is just Dennis now with the York, and he's got so many players in his face.
Yeah, it's a long road to recovery. It's a very long road, and the wheel has not been invented yet. It's going to take a while. A few pistols here and there for Ninjas in Pyjamas, but it is a cold start so far on Inferno. Indeed, it seems like Astralis want to at least show the bomb over there. We've got Glaive and Device. Glaive with 12 HP, poking towards the banana position. So this could be very, very interesting, but there's still action towards that A bomb site. And it seems that Magisk will be sacrificed, although he's still managing to take people with him at the moment, clearing out the A site. But here comes a procession. 10 seconds, Rez, all he needs to do is take out the bomb planter, and he will probably win the round, as long as Get Right survives. But he's going for Zipex instead. He just got to play for the beeps. And surely the round is won. Get the bomb rolling on the floor. And I think there's a round win there. But here we are. We've got to Get Right now in a 1 versus 3. Glaive doing some Super Mario Brothers, but this is the wrong game, buddy. And now maybe there's a chance for Get Right.
Yeah, there's 3 kills already for Get Right. Needs 2 more. There's no utility to work with, so that's pretty tough. And he's just holding this. And that's, I mean, there's no options for him there. It's really difficult. IP this time have had to go down to FAMAS to try to have more utility, and you Get Right with a respectable rifle. Though I shouldn't disparage the FAMAS. And the fan most of the time. You can see that Astralis just waiting for the pushes. They know that NIP are in a desperate spot. As long as they do it together, they'll be fine. And there's a quick pop flash play and another frag. But this is not a great start for NIP.
Good thing it's best of 3. Rez now is dead. And that is a solid game of Inferno as far as Astralis are concerned. A dominating scoreline and many dominating rounds as well. 3 towards B, 2 towards A for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Then we'll spot him towards the toilet, and now he's dead.
He has been robbed of his life. Lekro on the bomb site now looking to defend, do a better job, but he can't. Nice shot from Magisk. And these Glocks have done some good damage onto this A bomb site. Nice frag from Forest to try and make it slightly easier, but Magisk will just make it harder again. So CTs are locked out of position. And this is pretty much how the first 2 pistols went as well on Inferno. Rez with 1 frag, but that might be it here unless... No, actually Magisk, his reign of tyranny has been put to a halt for now. Rez has really got a lot of time against him. Does have the smokes. Oh God, pulling the grenade out in the open. So hopeless, that situation.
He could throw a flash through, but he'll throw a flash over instead. And indeed, there's a lot of trouble now for Ninjas in Pyjamas. It's a 5-on-3 situation, but it'll soon be 5-on-4 and maybe 5-on-5. Never mind, Get Right, Lekro and Forest all taken out in quick succession, and there's no answer.
Yeah. It does make me think about like force buying in that second round.
More of a rare occurrence on Inferno, Overpass, but it's good to be aware of stuff. You can see there is some baiting from Zipex. It's a big flashbang, but it's going to be quite taxing for Astralis to take this position. Basically 2 or 3 plays to clear it out, but the job has been done, and it's only 2 plays remaining for the Pyjamas, and again, they're just not winning the duels just yet. That should have been a free kill for sure. Yeah. But here we are, Lekro 1 versus 5.
Dealing, like, if they have an advantage, they're very good at leveraging that advantage and converting it into a round win. But here we get the double orbs coming in from NIP. But a fast round from Astralis, fast contact into the B-bomb site. Forest gets the opening pick. Great grenade damage coming in from NIP as well, making life quite difficult for Astralis. And that is absolutely what you wanted to see. Astralis trying to punish this big buy of NIP with a fast timing, but it has failed categorically.
Glaive and Zipex remain. Glaive through Monster, Zipex outside, and Glaive will join him as they venture towards a short B position. A pop flash for Zipex to have a look to try and get something out of this. He hasn't gone for the deep peek just yet, and Dennis can still see, goes for the wide peek himself, and he is in no rush. There is a flank, however, and Dennis looking to shoot him from the back, but Get Right will take him out first. So
quite strong.
This is pretty cool. I love these setups. MIBR used to have a lot of these. They don't use them so much, at least the ones that they used to. And that hasn't really worked out in their favor. They've been deleted.
That did not work out very well. Oh my god. Actually, no, it couldn't have been Get Right that died. I think, Get Right is the player that was closest to the stairs, to Connector. So Get Right's sort of follow-up there was so laboured. Maybe there's a world where he gets 2 kills if he can actually get the first kill more quickly, but he couldn't quite find that angle and was having to spray like 20 bullets to find that one, and that extra time cost him. And it's just being a little bit slow that robs you of these opportunities that are so critical.
Astralis maybe inviting some counter grenades if there are some, and there are. Bish Bosh, that's enough for Get Right to get 1 kill. Good kill bonus from that as well. He can't risk trying to retrieve that weapon, of course, and he will in fact fall back and rotate. His rotation will be heard though.
But they do have the man advantage. Zipex though looking to even things up in that regard. He will fail though. Lekro defends, and there is more defense to be had as Astralis struggle to get this bomb planted. It's more of a struggle there. Missed shot from Device will...
I love watching Sluggies observing. See the makeup of a round quite a lot. Rez, can he deliver another kill? Molotov's quite good. He's trying to anticipate a flashbang. He's got Get Right to save him there. And there's one more player to deal with. This is looking good so far, and now it's looking a bit less good. Glaive trying to make it look even worse. Of course, they have Lekro in a good enough position on B, where he can see through short B tunnel towards Monster, and they can focus on the A-bomb site. 20 seconds for Astralis.
Zipex can't find it. Glaive can, though. Really the time to do this before we enter that kind of phase.
That flashbang was supposed to bounce off the right-hand side of the lamp to flash people who are holding an exit of Connector. Rez will hold down his position for now. That's a very important third frag. The aim is so awesome to watch with Rez. Great awareness, not getting too excited with the frags. We'll go back eventually though. Maybe there was a flash from a teammate, but that one didn't quite work out.
Rez killed, and Zipex doesn't have a helmet either, which is quite strange. Either way, D3 will try to take his aggression there onto the bomb site. It's only Zipex with any success though, but he needs a lot more than that. Oh, I don't think he has time. And, well, he certainly doesn't have time now. And Astralis need to get onto a bomb site. And here they go. Flashes around the corner there. No Rez is there. Rez tries to spray blind, but it doesn't work out. Quick underhanded throw across, and a boost as well over the smoke here for Dennis with the orb. And he's going to find one. Beautiful work here from NIP. Oh, more frags through the smoke. Great stuff, but more to be done.
I think Glaive was looking to punish the reload, but I think he realized that another player was there. That was Lekro. He's history now. Looking for more Glaive. The spray is there. He's got cover for the reload. 2 players by the bank. And if they go around wide, Device might just find them with the creek now. Picked up from Magisk. Very interesting situation. Glaive just dancing, trying to bait a shot. There is an elbow. Device, though, he's got 50 HP. Didn't manage to get the frag there. Might not be so familiar with the Krieg. There's a hero defuse, trying to swing wide, but that's a big headshot from Dennis. But they can still make things work out for them. They've got 2 smokes. Now, they could put a lurk smoke towards the site on the corner of this flower bed. That won't be the case, though. dupreeh making his way through the smoke, but Rez isn't close on this occasion. He's changed his position, and that's going to be good for a frag. Dennis will deliver another one. So far, so good for Ninjas in Pyjamas. They've got a Molotov towards the toilets. A nice flick. Now the bomb's on the floor. It can be a full rotation. Rez getting hungry for info. Itchy feet, perhaps.
Again, all things considered, pretty damn good. Oh my god, the drive-by. Okay, this is Labors. Forest has to save the day. These Deagles, though, from Magisk are phenomenal. And now it's... What the hell just happened, James? Why is Dennis alone in a 1 versus 4?
That's quite a shocker. This is surely irretrievable. Forced to walk through the smoke as well. dupreeh will see the barrel of the gun. That will be enough for 9 rounds for Astralis.
They've lost every pistol in dramatic fashion. Will this be the same?
Maybe, maybe not. This might be an important duel around the short B position. Magisk falling back to an almost crossfire situation, but a nice one tap from him. Early advantages for Astralis in the second pistol of this game. Maybe the last one of the series. Who knows? I think this is a map of good range for a P250. But perhaps they have priority in different things. Flashbangs will allow Forest to creep towards Optimus. Looking wide, getting exposed to Zipex will take him out. They'll get a bomb plant in the smoke at the very least, but this is not looking good for them. They can change quickly, but they've got to find these frags. 2 versus 4. Running out of bullets in the magazine. Just 2 bullets left for Rez, and he will be the last man to fall. And we're looking at double figures for Astralis.
Big peek onto dupreeh. Good trade coming in, though. This will be quite difficult to hold, actually, although there's not too much in the way of smoke, so maybe not. It's open season here on these NIP players as they start waltzing into the bomb site. No cover at all. This is looking like a great setup here in the bathrooms. dupreeh just has to sit there.
Device on the outside. Device and dupreeh, the double Ds. Just the 1D now. As Device has been taken out. Lovely adjustment by dupreeh. 4 versus 2 with 30 seconds on the clock. Some jiggling. Dennis manages to get a kill, but can he get a bomb plant out of it? Forest trying to do what he can, but now he's the last man standing. Dennis trying to help, but he couldn't quite do it. Forest down to the Glock, and he almost gets there. 6 HP for dupreeh. I love that push we saw from Astralis with 4 players in the monster position. Look how they're creeping, almost crab walking. Get right, gets taken out. They're trying to swarm now, but the swarm is somewhat slow. It's stunted. And again, I don't feel like this is very on the fly, and the flies are being swatted at the moment.
Yeah, it's difficult because they left the bomb towards T-spawn whilst 4 players are pushing into the bomb site. Especially if they're buying up so many AKs and no utility. You're basically making it so that you don't have options. If there's no utility, there's no options on Overpass. Overpass, you need utility. It gives you a lot if you have it, but if you don't, you're just subject to this. Device can just freely peek you because there's no smokes, there's no flashes, there's no Molotovs, there's no a way to trade him.
I don't think Astralis have ever felt threatened in this entire series, which going into further matches is just going to have them brimming with confidence, which is not a good sign for anybody else in this tournament. So this is quite terrifying to see. A flying Device trying to finish things off. Has not really baited a shot just yet from Dennis, who definitely knows he's there. It's a big pre-fire from Dennis, and he has a lot to do. He's collected the bomb. You can see Magisk with an off-angle in. Connector hasn't been spotted just yet. And that's going to be that. 16-6, Astralis, again, never really threatened in this entire series. It was a very nice day in the office for them.